Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 4 of Let's Talk About It. I'm here today with the beautiful Kenya Washington, founder of RoyalK6 Motivational Group.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming to the show.
Oh my God, I feel right at home.
All the way from Georgia.
Yes.
Okay, we getting it.
Yes. Oh my God, it's just a pleasure being here. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, and I'm proud of you.
Oh my God, and you wearing my Royal K. That's what I'm talking about.
Girl. Yes, see this? I'm rocking the Royal K.
We got to take a toast to that.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm loving it.
Oh,
the whole setup is dope.
Thank you.
Like, I'm so proud.
They said you gotta crawl before you walk, right?
Yes, this is amazing.
Thank you so much.
Appreciative.
So thank you. I'm so grateful.
Yes.
So listen, I want you to tell the people, what is RoyalK6 Motivational Group? How did you come up with it? What inspired you to start this group?
Yeah. Ever since I was a kid, it was just like I always had this passion. It's just like I just loved helping others. Like, it's so crazy. I remember like picking pecans, selling them so me and my friends could like go to the movies. Like, it was just something I always wanted to do. So it's like, as I got older, it just grew with me. And then once I had 1 child, 2 kids, and 3, then I got on up there. I was like, I mean, I'm used to a big party now. Might as well do a whole group. Right. Y'all bring your friends.
Bring everybody.
So it's like I've been doing it for so long
Right.
till it just comes so natural.
Right.
It's like, it's something that I just, every day I wake up, like, y'all want your kids to come on, let's do a big picnic.
Yes.
So just during pandemics, my son, he's the second oldest.
Okay.
He was like, Mom, you love like doing what you do. Let's just make it a whole big, like, just make it big. And I was like, what you mean make it big? He was like, just make it into a motivational group. And I was like, well, how are we going to do that? He was like, Mom, we just going to get everybody together. We're going to invite them to the park. We're going to do games. We're going to do this. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I took it. And remember, I called you and I was telling you about his idea. I didn't know how it was going to happen, how I was going to pay for anything, how I was going to do anything.
Yeah.
And when I started out, I was asking, everybody, like, would they give like small donations?
Right.
So I want to thank like all my family, friends,
Absolutely.
like
Absolutely.
everybody for like putting in, whether it was $1, $2, everything helped me to get to where I'm at, where I am.
Right.
So it's like I just been inspired by just like my husband, the kids, just everybody telling me like you're just such an inspiration. So it's like it just pushed me to shoot for my dreams, and it just came natural. So it's just something that I always wanted to do. And the name of the group is RoyalK6 Motivational Group.
Right.
The Royal came from my husband. His name is Roy, and we've been together for 25 years.
Wow.
And he's been lawyer so long, so I put the Roy with the lawyer, and I just put it together. So I was like Royal. And then my name K, you know, so I was like Royal K, 6 boys. So I was like, to have 6 boys and be able to look at the other kids, let me put that 6.
Right.
So I had to put that little glitter to it so that 6 be shining. See the little bling bling in that one? And of course, I am the queen, so I had to put that dazzle on it.
That's right.
Yes, so
that's right.
That's how everything came about. And I just kept pushing. Had my first event, had about 20 kids. Had some awesome motivational speakers, and the news reporter pops up there. So I was like, oh my God, I got to get my stuff together. So after that, I just kept going so hard. I reached out to different people trying to help them get me an EIN number, help me get set up. It's like nobody wanted to help me. Mm-hmm. So it's like I went through the process so many times, and when I tell you, like, it was not easy. Mm-hmm. I threw away so much money till it got to the point till I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And it's like my husband already taking care of me and the kids, so it was kind of like a struggle. So it was times I was like, I know I can't do it. I know I can't do it. I'm just gonna pray that it happened. And each time it happened, I remember going to the barber shop, and my barber was like, you're not having an event? And I was like, nah, funds kind of low. He was like, you can have it here for free. I was like, free?
Wow.
I was like, what? So after that, it just raised the bargain. It just raised the bargain, because I was like, this man don't even know us. I mean, we come and get the kids' haircut, but I'm not from Georgia. Right. And for this man to do that, that was just like such a blessing.
That was God's.
I was like, that was God sent for them to, you know what I'm saying? Just everything. Right. So then me and my husband we flew to New York to visit his cousin for the very first time ever, on a flight together. So, girl, they was like, what does that say on your mask? And I was like, Royal K6, it's a group that we started. And it was like, that junk's so dope.
See?
At the time, I wasn't really on Facebook like that, and I hadn't really did. And by the time I got home, they had done Googled me, reached out to me, was like, can you come to Buffalo to do an event? I was like, I ain't even the main speaker.
It doesn't matter.
And when I tell you, I got up there, and it just was on after that. And it's like, it just pushed me to go hard. So I knew that I wanted these events to keep going on. And I knew that I wanted them to be free. Because anytime something is free, it's like you give it your all. It's like you make ways to get your kids there. But when it costs, it's sometimes if you don't have the money, it's like, you're like, well, I know I can bring one of my kids. I can't bring both. It makes kids just feel so left out. You know, so I was like, I want my events to be free. So I just started finding like ways to come up with $1, $2, $3 just to keep it. So I started just doing a lot of research, and then I started doing raffles. I mean, just everything. So then I knew that I wanted all the kids to feel the same. I didn't want nobody to feel left out. So I was like, if I could just start printing my own shirts, making stuff for all the kids, then everybody could wear their own shirts. Nobody don't feel like they left out. Because I never want a kid to know that they parent paid and the other parent, this child didn't. So I started like making my shirts, and then I just started selling like hats, clothing, just little stuff, just to, you know, be able to sponsor my own events.
That's awesome.
And so that's how so shortly after that, that's when I end up getting my LLC for the Royal K6 apparel. I really don't broadcast it a lot, but I do like a lot of pillows, blankets. I did all of this, the mugs. It's like I just started pushing to it so I could make the money, so I could be able to sponsor it, because these kids love me and I love them. It's like I love it. When I say it's something that I love, when I tell you I go so hard, like I always want the kids to just feel loved, because as a kid, like, you don't ever want to feel like you're not loved. Like, it don't cost a lot. It doesn't cost a lot to have fun. And I just sit back and think, like, as a kid, my aunt, she worked so hard. Like, we couldn't really take trips. It's like we went to the beach, and it was only like in December, because she would have like these free things where we could go. Who wants to just go to the beach in December? We want to go in the summertime. So I was like, you know what? When I was talking to this lady, she was like, my kids never been to the beach. And I was like, your kids never been to the beach? I was like, I remember me taking my kids to the beach, but we was only there like a day or two. I was like, I can't wait to do an event where I can take these kids all over the world, do like all kind of stuff, skiing, get on jet ski, do stuff that they never, and it's not that parents don't want to do it, they can't afford it. And then you gotta think, sometimes if you have a girl and a boy, it's hard to mix them in together. Or either like if you got a 18-year-old and you got a 6-year-old, it's hard. So I wanted my group to be based off of my kids' age, because I got 6 boys. I mean, me and my husband together have 6 boys, like boys, and they all like boys. Like they love to have fun, but they also love to share. They like to do a lot of stuff. So I said, you know what, I could get the older kids to teach the younger kids how to tie shoes and stuff like that. And I was like, it's crazy, because we got all boys and they don't even know how to tie a tie. I was like, shoot, we about to all learn how to tie these ties together. So I had an event about tying ties. And I want, you know, my kids to be able to say their grace when they sit down. So I was like, we're going to do a grace. We're going to, everybody, you need to learn how to pray. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to do events and just keep doing them. Like, you know, like when we did the Be the Dream.
And it was
a lot of kids don't have a dream because they too scared to come out of their shell. They don't have nobody that can sit and motivate them and talk to them. I always try to tell kids, I stayed in the Bishop. The worst part of I'm sorry, Columbia, but the Bishop. I stayed in the Bishop. Like, everybody like, you ain't stayed in the Bishop. Yeah, it took a lot for me to get to where I am. And I'm not going to shade my happiness or lower what God has blessed me with, because everything I got, it's truly been like the favor of God. Like, I sit and think, like, it'll be on a Sunday, and I know that my event, like for instance, the trip that I have to Carowinds. Today is Sunday. I'm like, oh my God, I got to come up with this, then the third, because this trip got to go. You know, we got to pull it through. And I was like, don't know how it's gonna happen. And boom, this morning, woke up, $50 Cash App sent to me. Somebody wanted to help sponsor the kids. So I was like, I can never like stop what I'm doing. I got to promote. I got to put myself. One time I used to feel like it was begging. To me, it's not begging. You think somebody gonna give you something? You think you can go out there and promote? If I ain't promoting myself, how can I expect you?
That's right.
So I have to push myself every day. You think I want to get up and make cups, mugs, coasters, and all that? No, but I know that that's how I'm gonna be able to keep myself going.
Absolutely.
I mean, so it's like I put in the work and I feel like it's finally paying off, and it's all due to God.
Look at that.
And people like you that sponsor me, you wearing a dress. You didn't have to spend no money with me for that dress, girl. But you rocking it. You rocking it. You didn't have to order. You could have went anywhere and ordered your stuff, but you chose me.
Absolutely.
So that was already in God's plan. You dropped these jewels in my pocket, baby.
Yes, support. And that's the thing about it. We have to learn to support each other.
Yes.
That's the whole point of this show is let's grow together. Let's support each other. Let's get our name out there.
Because I hate it. Like you can go in Walmart and you can buy something and it can be the worst and you don't even want to pay for it, but I bet you do it. But let somebody like me want to sell a shirt for $20, you going to say, well, can I get a discount? Can I get... You don't ask Walmart that.
No, because you
don't ask me that, baby.
Because you can't.
Yes.
And it's so
because my money is going to these kids to have them, you know, out here having a good time, staying out of trouble.
Absolutely.
I mean, because kids don't even know the value of fun.
They don't.
Because they so used to these video games, the social media, all of that. Yep. We didn't have that back then. Yep. We wrote phone numbers on paper.
That's it.
These kids now, like me, I lost my phone, and I ain't going to lie. I could not even focus without that phone.
Right.
So imagine just a kid losing their phone.
Especially
it's like they lost. Yes.
Yeah. It's different.
Yes.
It's totally different.
So I try to tell every kid to push for what you want and write your goals down.
Yeah.
Because you can keep looking back over them. That phone, you lose that phone, you can't look back and see what goals you wrote down. No. You need to write on a piece of paper.
Piece of paper. Old school way.
Yeah, old school way.
You better know it.
Yes.
Again, Kenya, thank you. How can the people get in contact with you? How can they reach out to you?
Yeah, well, I'm like on social media. You can find me at Kenya Roy Washington. That's my main page on Facebook and Instagram. But I also have my business page, which is RoyalK6 Motivational Group. And you can cash out me at $motivating for better. And then I have Zelle, which I can get that through my phone number, which is 706-329-2557. And I also have Apple Pay, and you could use the same phone number for that. I have a P.O. Box, which is P.O. Box 183, Evans, Georgia, 30809. And I have, recently I did a Gmail account. So I have RoyalK6 Motivational Group at gmail.com, and I also have Kenya6 Washington at iCloud. I can be reached at any of those.
Okay, y'all heard that? Yes. Any of those.
All
those 10.
Yes.
Can be reached.
Yes. And I also offer employment for the youth. So if you have any little kids that want a little job, want to learn to do a little dazzle,
that's good.
You know,
that's
the pay ain't all that good, but
that's okay.
You know,
you got to start somewhere.
Yes.
You got to start.
And I'm currently looking for a grandmother for the group. I need a grandmother for the group to be able to send out reminders of the events, telling the parents to make sure they pack their kids a little doggy bag, you know, to make sure, like, if they have an accident. I mean, absolutely. You know, little stuff like that. You know how those grandmothers do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that?
I need a grandmother for the group.
Y'all heard that?
And along with them being the grandmother for the group, I'm going to give them a free iPhone. I'm going to pay for it every month for them.
Y'all heard it from her, the founder of RoyalK6 Motivational Group. Y'all heard it.
Yes.
Okay? Let's grow together.
Yes.
Let's grow together. Kenya Washington, thank you so much
for
coming
you.
through.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm just a talker. I hope I didn't talk.
No. How are the people going to know who you are?
We definitely got to do a part 2 because you know, girl, this interview could be going on and on and on and on. I'm just so glad to be here.
Yes, thank you so much.
I love it.
And thank you so much for my plaques, my coasters,
my cups. God. It's only right.
Kenya Washington, y'all. Thank you again.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Guys, we'll talk soon. Thank you again.
Thank y'all.